The stuff was really good. Obviously, this is a team that doesn't strike out very much. They put the ball in play. So it just speaks to how good Blake's stuff was. I think everything was on. The fastball, the changeup, the curveball. I thought Dalton once again did a great job with our starting pitcher, and there was kind of a little bit of stress there. The pitch count got up, and so that's why I felt that second start back, 5 innings, 90 pitches was plenty. But I thought the stuff was really good, and again, all the strikeouts and just going after those guys, and really a good hitting ball club.
You talked about how, whether it's pitching, hitting, things are starting to click for this group as a whole. When you pick up a series win over the Blue Jays, obviously there's a talented team over there. Just what are you kind of seeing as maybe not a measuring stick, but just how this group is coming together?
I just think that our offense is starting to kind of ramp up the focus, the intensity. I see better fight. I see better quality of at bat. And, letting the next guy, I think we had 4 or 5 walks tonight. So controlling the strike zone, letting the guy behind you, taking at bat. Situationally, I thought we were really good tonight. And that's kind of how, when we're going well, that's how it looks. And so we put together 2 complete ball games, and really pleased.
Slows, Tyler's versus coming back, Shohei's looked on the mound. Just this kind of quick rotation you guys that dream on paper.
Yeah. This is how we hoped it would play out, as far as kind of every night. You see the probables, and you feel like you have a chance to really prevent runs, and then you look at the lineup, and we feel like we have a lot of opportunities to score. And so then you got to go play the game. But this is how you can kind of go on a run where, tomorrow we got Glass, who's throwing the baseball well, and then we got Yama going on Monday. So this is where you can sort of make hay. And defensively, I think Mookie's done a fantastic job of solidifying shortstop, the middle of the diamond. Catchers have been doing a great job. And, right now I'm pretty pleased with how we're going. But, when you look at the starters and, the next guy is going to try to outdo the next guy, and that's how you sort of build momentum.
Are you surprised there hasn't been that much rust for Blake missing essentially 4 months?
Very surprised. They spoiled some tough pitches to get that pitch count up, but I thought as a whole, the first 2 outings, the command has been really good. It has. And, when you're getting chase on balls that are out of the zone, it just speaks to his stuff looks like a strike. And that's kind of one of Blake's hallmarks is, getting the swing and miss, the chase. And then when he needs to flood the zone and beat guys in the hitting zone, he can do that too.
How big a difference does it make to have Shohei and Mookie in particular, swinging it pretty well at the same time?
It's huge, because I think that when Mookie was scuffling and then it was a concerted effort to, either have Shohei chase or, pitch around him to, draw dead at Mookie where he was going. And so now when you've got Mookie and they pitch around him to then drive in a run right there in that spot and, just take good at bats, it just kind of adds that energy and length to our lineup where, some of the guys at the bottom, Freeland and some other guys, are bleeding into the top. But I think it's very clear that, how Max is swinging the bat just kind of solidifies and galvanizes the lineup.
Your thoughts on Ohtani hitting the 40 home run mark again? Each of the 3 previous times he's done that, he's won MVP.
Oh, I didn't realize that. That's great. That was one of those swings where he was behind the ball, he stayed into the ground, and I know that he and the hitting guys have been working on some things mechanically, and that was as good of a swing as you're going to see.
He's on base for 55 runs this year, and I know that it's not some of these chasing numbers per se, but do you see that your high permit? Do you see kind of just driving factor kind of wanting to achieve these things?
It wouldn't surprise me. Guys like Shohei and superstars always look for something to motivate them. and he likes round numbers. So I know 50 is on his radar, but we'll see how it goes.
Was pinch hitting for Conforto more about the score than the hit by pitch, or was he feeling something?
More about the score to get some ice on it for anything worse happens. But he was fine. But it was more of just kind of get him out of the game in that kind of plus minus game. Thanks, guys.